Alright, then we back, you feel me? I'm sitting here with none other. He calls himself the most exciting man in the sport of boxing. I believe the homie. You feel me? Because boxing is missing excitement. Not just knockouts, excitement outside the ring to make you want to look at what a motherfucker doing in the ring. You feel me? So, regardless, none other to say, I got the man right here, Blair Cobbs. Can I get that woo?
Woo! The most exciting man in boxing, Blair the Flair, baby.
What's happening, man?
For having
man, right on for letting me come through, man. I interrupted the man's training, you know what I'm saying? He fighting Adrian Broner coming up, you feel me? He let me interrupt his training, come on down to the top ranked gym and get it in so we can talk about everything he got going on. His fight coming up, what is it, June
7th.
June 7th in Miami at the Hard Rock Hotel. That's a good venue, bro.
Yeah.
So tell me about it, man. How did this fight come to pass anyway?
Everything came to pass like this. Adrian Broner's team contacted me, and then we got in touch with Don King immediately, and then we moved forward from there. And honestly, it's been a dream come true from then on. And this is what we call timing at its best, timing at its finest, God's timing, and we have probably arguably the best promoter to ever do it in Don King.
Look, I was gonna ask you, that was another one of my next questions, because sometimes the boxing game per se they gave Don King a bad rap, but I don't know why, because the man had to learn the game from somebody. You feel what I'm saying? And he kind of came in and changed the way people promote fights, changed the way people look at fights, people started looking at fights like not other than just fighting, but entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? And Don King brings that to the game. How do you feel that he's able to put two of the most exciting trash talkers in the game too together at his age? How do you? That's dope for him to be able to do that.
It's a classic fashion of Don King. Don King's first fighter was Muhammad Ali, for Christ's sake.
He was.
He brought some of the biggest attractions to boxing, like Tito Trinidad and countless others like Hector Camacho. And the thing is, he's been the guy to find the talent with the charisma and bringing it to the fans. Right now, hey, Don did it again. He brought two of the biggest attractions that boxing could ever produce and brought it to you guys, the fans. This is what boxing needs. This is Don King bringing boxing and making boxing great again.
Hey, Don, make boxing great again, player. I've been a fan, man. They had to learn the game from somewhere, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don, man, keep doing what you're doing. Soon, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on what's going to happen, but I ain't going to tell them. You know what I'm saying? I told B, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. You feel me? Because I'm a fan of the sport, but now we diving in to just see how we got to this point. Because right now you're 16-1, correct?
Yes.
Can you talk about the journey that you took from the beginning of your career till now? Because there's a lot of people that within 16, 17 fights of their career, they don't get a name per se. Like they still trying to build them and spoon feed them. So how is that coming from how long it took you from when you started all the way to where you at right now?
Well, like my career took a very, very hard turn, whereas though things have been, constantly on a halt. I have a whole lot of people that try to stop the Blair the Flair show, that try to stop me. Sometimes when you have true greatness and true ability, if you don't have the backing, all people can do is try to stop you or slow you down. Sure. And the whole thing is that I stayed resilient. I didn't allow Golden Boy to shelf me to a point where as though I just give up. Yeah, it's been 2 years and I'm still fresh. When I first started boxing, I had a 3-year layoff. 3-year layoff because nobody wanted to fight me in Philly or even so much to give me sparring. It was pretty bad.
3-year layoff?
3-year layoff. I was a 4-0 fighter.
Damn, at 4-0?
Yeah, and I couldn't get nothing. Wow. Couldn't get nothing. I had to leave Philadelphia with a big space of inactivity and survive and make it to Vegas, upstart my career, and then still going through the battles of inactivity. So what ends up happening, the only reason why I'm here is because of God. The only reason why I'm here is because I still believe in the midst of all the trials and tribulations.
Bro, that's beautiful as hell. I love the journey. I'm a grinder. You feel me? Entrepreneur at its finest. So to see somebody start from the bottom and make it to this level right here, man, it's beautiful, bro. And I want to say I'm proud of you. I seen the grind that you have. I was able to interview this man like 3-4 years ago. I had to make him remember. He'd seen so many people. You feel me? I had to make him remember. But it's okay though. When you a man of this stature, you see a lot of people. So you know it comes with the game. I'm a barber, so I see a lot of people. People like, you remember me? I'll be like, maybe. You feel me? So
no,
that's
I remember.
No, I'm glad he remembered. But now let's talk about the date, man. June 7th, right? You know that's my dad's birthday.
Okay, hey man.
Rest in peace, Pops. That's my Pop's birthday.
Yeah.
So it was crazy to see June 7th. I was like, damn. But how do you see it playing out, man? What do you plan to do June 7th? What is don't reveal the whole game plan because people gonna be watching. So I'm not trying to get you to say what you're gonna do to this man, but just how you see it playing out.
I plan to dazzle and excite the world, and the whole idea is Blair the Flair is the person, the number one guy that will inspire the child nature in everyone. So I want to get out there and make sure that I'm having the most fun. I'm having the most fun doing exactly what I was born to do. Fight and impress and entertain the world. This fight is a big fight. This is not a pushover. Adrian Broner is still a problem.
Still AB.
And I'm going out there to fight one of the best fighters. When this fight is over, I should be named the very best in the welterweight division. No one else can say that they fought an actual name. Nobody. Not Boots, not fucking Virgil.
That is
not
true.
Fucking none of these other guys. None of them.
Boots ain't fought a name.
They ain't fought a big name.
And what is Boots' record?
Oh, I don't even know. He has a great record.
30-something and 0?
30-something and 0.
They ain't fought nobody?
Yeah, ain't never been inactive, never been through no like real wars, no
trials and tribulations,
no trials and tribulations, and if he get cracked, things might change. We don't know. You know what I mean? He's a very, very intellect. He's a very great fighter, but with so many things in question because we haven't seen the best from him yet. And right now, you guys are going to get to see the best in Blair the Flair fighting the very best that he could possibly fight. This is no tune-up fight.
Because you ain't fought 2 years, right?
Yeah.
You see that? How many fighters go, you know what, I'm jumping right in the fire after being off 2 years. Most people want to fight the nigga security guarding at the club first before they go fight a name. You know what I'm saying? When you a real fighter, you ready to fight when the contract come through the mail. You know what I'm saying? So, dog, that's a beautiful shit, bro. I love it. I love it. You got Adrian Broner, Blair the Flair, Adrian Broner, two of the best trash talkers in the game. Has the trash talking even started between y'all?
I have some very interesting things about to come. I have some interesting things in the works, and just stay tuned. Y'all might need to like check out YouTube. I might be able to sell this to like Hulu. It's something.
Let me help cover it. I
might sell it to Disney for Christ's sake. Something funny is about to happen.
No, I already know.
I can't say what, but it's going to happen real soon.
Man, no, I already know because, you know, before you started getting your shine you got now, AB was getting some shine back in his day, so you couldn't help but to just watch. Because, you know, he talked so much shit, he made you tune in, but it did come to a point to where his mouth did more fighting than his fists. You feel me? And that's the one thing, if I could say, man, you know, you gotta step your game up in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because B, I'm gonna keep it real. Hey, B, I keep it real. I seen the last fight. I ain't the only one that said you fought your lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the only one that said you fought your probation officer. I ain't the only one that said you fought a Starbucks employee. You feel me? It ain't me. The world say it. So I commend you for stepping in the ring with the homie. You know what I mean? A lot of people wouldn't take a fight like this because Blair on the come up. I seen you say on the interview there's not been a lot of passing of the torch. You feel me? Like, no, not from name to new up and comer. Name to new up and comer. Exactly. This is the first time this really happened. Speak on that right there. That's dope in itself.
I'm gonna be 100% honest.
That's all we are right here, baby.
Like, I know I talk a lot of shit. I know Broner's gonna talk a lot of shit, and I know that like people tend to like do nothing but trash talk and degrade each other and all that stuff. But I gotta tell you guys that like I got nothing but respect for Adrian Broner, because he's doing that and he's taking that step and he's actually putting it on the line to give that up and coming fighter a chance. And I like look, who the hell's doing it? You don't see Keith Thurman doing it. He's chasing all kinds of stupid shit. You don't see a lot of these top fighters doing that.
Right.
And that's something that I have to tip my hat off to AB, because he was willing to do that.
For sure. Man, AB, we appreciate it. We appreciate it to the fullest. Now, Blair, before we get out of here, big dog, I gotta ask you, you do claim to be the most exciting man in the sport of boxing. So if people don't know what that means, can you define, if we was to look up the most exciting man in the sport of boxing, what's the wording to that definition?
The most exciting man in boxing is the people's champion. The champion that inspires the people all around, the old, the young, the new, and everybody. It's the guy that brings new fans, old fans, and all types of fans, and the true fans together to see one big action-packed fight. It's somebody that's an entertainer, a fighter, and a representative for the sport in general. And that's what I aim to do. That's what I aim to do every time out. Every time out, I'm faced against odds. Right now, I'm faced against odds. I'm not supposed to win this fight, but I'm gonna win this fight. And that's how it happens. The underdog story, Blair the Flair, rises to the occasion once again.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Blair the Flair for more exciting content. Official BlairTheFlair.com. Woo! Because nobody does it better, baby.
Hey, you already know, B. You got a big fight coming up. I just want to ask you about one or two big fights that's coming up and have already passed, because you are now, it's your turn for the spotlight now that the bullshit is out the way. You feel me?
Yeah.
Can you speak on this fight we got coming up with Jake Paul and Mike? You know what I'm saying? I'm just wondering, how does that make you feel how does the sport make you feel being able to let that happen, if you know what I mean?
When things like that happen, it lowers and degrades the sport. I got nothing but respect for both of them. You know what I mean? The old man and the young man. But the whole thing is that these types of fights, these exhibitions are hurting the sport. It's hurting the young fighters that are coming up, that's putting everything they are into each fight. There's a guy that recently died from a debut in Britain. Look, this boxing game is not to be played with on any level. There are people that give their life for the sport, and it should be respected as such.
Because honestly, can I give you my take on that fight? I honestly think if Mike Tyson don't put that boy in the hospital, they fixed it. Because I believe even at 60, Mike can beat Jake Paul ass. In the sport of boxing, if you gonna put him in the ring and you gonna box, there's nothing YouTube that taught this man that Mike Tyson don't have running in his bloodstream. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not, I mean, look who he took an L to though. Feel me? He took an L to Tyson Fury, little brother. What was his record? 11-11?
I don't know.
7-7? Something crazy, and he lost. You feel me? So I just look at it like it's a cash grab. Definitely hurting the sport. That is something that don't need to happen, but I ain't mad at nobody getting no bread.
Yeah. I mean, look, I see the value and the potential of somebody like Jake Paul in promotion. You know, promoting fighters. You know what I mean? And coasting their careers into greatness and being that other fighter, that other fighting promotion that can give fighters a fair shot at greatness and a fair shot at the lights. But when it comes to these particular fights that are happening, look, I gave him all the credit in the world for fighting Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury it wasn't Tyson Fury, it was Brandon Fury.
Yeah, his little brother.
His little brother, Brandon Fury. I'm sorry, not Tyson Fury. Brandon Fury or somebody.
Because he fought a real boxer.
He fought a real boxer. He took his L like a champion and moved forward. But the thing is, he didn't move forward. He regressed and went back into fighting guys that are not fighters or extremely old men and that are so far past their prime. We need him fighting real fighters and real boxers to if he wants to stay relevant as considered a real fighter. Sure. Like the whole thing is it's too much fake boxing going on, and it's hurting the sport. I would plead that he would go back to like actually being a real fighter and fighting real fights. You know what I'm saying? And not just cash grabbing, because like at the end of the day, like the sport can live or die in that possession. That's why Blair the Flair is here. That's why Adrian Broner is here. That's why Don King is here to bring boxing back. We've seen a whole lot of nonsense with this Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia.
Oh, that was my next question.
We've seen a whole lot of nonsense back and forth, and it's time to bring it back.
How'd you like that fight between Devin and Ryan? Did you see it going that way?
No, I didn't see it going that way quite, but like, you know, it's just so much nonsense going on, and it's a lot of ill representation of the sport, ill representation for the youth. It's a lot of ill representation, period. You know, and it's just like, what the hell, you know? It's a lot of nonsense going on. It's a lot of what we call bitchery. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like the BM movement is just pushing so fucking hard. The bitch made movement, and it's a problem.
That might be a new term.
Yeah,
bitch made movement.
Yeah, like you can't wait to fucking like boast about like doing something with somebody else's girl. Like usually that was a man that was considered a not good man, like, you know,
a bitch move.
Yeah, like a bitch move. That's you know,
crazy. How do you see that fight playing out between Tank and Frank Martin? About that fight coming up?
I don't know. I think they're both intelligent fighters and great fighters. It's hard to beat somebody like Tank, man. Yeah. You know, Tank is he's the real deal. He's the real deal. He's fast. He's smart. He's talented, and he will not be easily beat, and that's just what it is. But I would have loved to see the whole Devin Haney fight with Tank. A lot of other things, you know what I mean? I would have loved to see what would have happened if Lomachenko in his prime was fighting Tank. But there was a whole lot of talking and no fucking walking at that time until now. So okay, everybody wants to play time game, okay. Right. You know what I mean? But that's exactly what killed boxing. You know what I mean? We're sitting here waiting for Benavidez to fight Canelo, which may happen, may not happen, may never happen, but whatever is going, if it ever happens, it's going to take a long time, just like the Pacquiao fight that took 7 fucking years to make. It's just this bitch made movement is killing boxing, you know. So like right now, I'm just to a point where I'm putting everybody under the gun, and after this fight, I'm putting everybody under the gun, and you can't say I'm fucking too old. You can't say it's too late. I'm fucking going after everybody's head, and we're going straight for the head. You know what I mean? Headshots all day for every great fighter that thinks they're great. We're going to see what happens. It's called the test.
The test. Hell yeah. Hey, my next question was, I was going to ask you, say, everything goes your way. All the hard work you put into the gym pays off. Your hand get raised at the end of the night. You now new face at 147. What's next at that point? I know they say don't look ahead. You take it fight by fight. But I know sometimes at night you might lay down and be like, man, once I dust this dude off, you know, once I get this dub, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Like, where you see yourself after you getting your hand raised after June 2nd?
Considered the most exciting man in boxing, you know, and continuously putting on big attractions, building up my value financially, building up my value in the communities, building up my value with this country and this world in general. I want to be a statement for humanity.
So, I I love it. Man, ladies and gentlemen, this is none other than Blair, the Flair, Cobbs, man. I appreciate you, bro, taking the time out, man. Feels like we could have sat in here for an hour. The brother's that cool, you know what I'm saying? But, man, thank you, bro. And any shout outs you want to give? Anybody you want to say what up? Or tell AB get on notice or something, you know?
Look, all I gotta say is AB, be ready for the Blair the Flair, because Blair the Flair is coming fast, strong, and it's gonna be better than ever before. There's nothing that you could possibly do to see what's gonna happen next. The most unpredictable fighter in boxing today. You can't see nothing coming. You can do as much studying as you want, because not one fight looked the same. Like it's craziness. But and I've been prepared to such a level that I'm very confident that I will be able to give you guys, the fans, the very best that Blair the Flair has to offer. Thank you very much for everything, for hearing me out. And look, stay tuned. June 7th at the Hard Rock Casino in Fort Lauderdale.
Where can they buy the fight at?
Hey, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure Don King promotion.
Okay.
We're working on some other things, you know, and pretty soon after this we might have a big thing going on.
Oh yeah, keep all secrets, baby. Just let me get exclusives. Only if I can get exclusives.
Yeah. So that's what's happening. Thank you very much. And the show must go on.
For sure.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, Blair the Flair Cobb, baby. Hey, we appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.